Hello, welcome to Match Fishing in Spain. My name's Ian Brown. You join me once again today. I'm on the Rio Segura and once again I'm at Bigastro, but a different place. It's a different arm of this is actually the main river. The bit I was fishing the other day is behind me and it joins this stream further up. I've not fished this part for 7 or 8 years since I was last here. It's meant to be full of much bigger fish. Still the odd barbel, but a lot bigger. I've only just got here. At the moment I've just lobbed out a maggot feeder, but I think I'm going to fish the method feeder more than anything, and I'm going to fish it with corn. There's 4 of us here. We've all had a £5 apiece for the biggest fish. Now there's already a lad fishing further downstream who has just had one 4 kilo. He's not in the bit of a thing with us, he was already here when we got here. But he was landing it as we rolled up. We've no idea how it's going to fish. The water level is quite good, I'd say it's a normal, and it's going through at a lovely pace. You could really fish a stick 40 and no problem whatsoever. And I might even have a do at that a bit later on. But at the moment, first cast, I've just thrown in, I've just set up 2 rods. I've got one with a 35 gram Drennan feeder, and I've got my power gun, what I showed you in the other video. And I'm going to fish that about a size 12 hook with a quick stop, and I'm going to fish it with corn. I've got my Drennan 12-foot rod, 8-pound line. That I think we will catch most on, as opposed to the maggot feeder, which, well, we will catch fish on it, but I'm hoping to catch some bigger fish on this. So it's a bit beefed up. The other's already got an 18 hook on, 2 maggots. But I'm going to fish this with corn and micros and ground bait on the method feeder. So we've just had one cast now. Just see if we get anything. But as I say, not fished this area for a long while. No idea how it's going to fish. This is the area where they had the match on the other week, and they were quite close together, and there were 4 blanks. So hopefully we won't be getting any blanks. He says hopefully, but maybe we will. So I'm just got to keep piling a few maggots in and a bit of corn. Just the middle, beyond the middle maybe. Just a bit beyond the middle. Though it's not very deep here, it's only about 4 foot deep. So I'm not going to make a lot of noise apart from this introduction. I'm going to let it all settle down now. Going to fish the method and see what happens. Well, I've had a few throws with the maggot feeder and I never had a bite, so I just changed to an open-ended feeder and a piece of corn, and it's been in a couple of minutes and I've got a fish. It's sort of small. Threw it a lot closer to me, this. And it's a carp, first of the day. I just fished, changed to a little plastic feeder and one piece of corn. I loved it a lot. What's that about? Yeah. And it's gone straight away. Did you see that? And this is a much bigger fish. Much bigger. That went within seconds. Much bigger fish. Up on top, but much bigger. This is my maggot rig, believe it or not. I have a size 18 hook on and a piece of corn. So it's not really geared up for it, but coping at the minute. And it is not a small fish. Not much flow with it, so not as bad as that other bitter river. But the fish are much bigger. As you can see. They're a happy chap. Oh. Beautiful fish. Give up once then. As I say, wild fish. Probably never been caught before. Yummy. And it's a nice fish. I'll show you up in a minute if I can get him up. There we go. Very nice. Well, there's something been messing about for a long while. Possibly a barbel. Getting liners and lots of daft bites. Coming back with the corn sucked, for want of a better word. I was beginning to think it was terrapins, but I then lost a fish, and then I've got this. Not a big fish, but I think it is a barbel. No, I think it's a cat. Yeah, it is. Bit of a problem here. I'm stuck round the reel somehow. I've got a fish on. Another carp, it's a little one. A bit daft, isn't it? Lovely fish. So I've had 4, but I've caught nothing else except, well, I've only caught carp and I've only caught on a single grain of corn. I'm putting it with this, well, I can only describe it as sludge. It's mainly bread. I'm just loving it. Well, what are we up to? I've had 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours, roughly. I've had 4 fish and I've lost 1 fish. It's not fishing brilliant, but we've got plenty of bites, plenty of liners and tractor coming past now. Rabbits running everywhere. I've tried checking it a bit further downstream. I've tried the near side, I've tried a long way down, and I've had a couple of touches and stuff, but I've not had any fish. I've only really caught in this one sort of spot across here, really. Throwing it about 3/4 of the way across. The river's not really changed. Might have dropped a little bit, but there's not many fish knocking about, to be honest. I've not seen any jumping. Ground next to me, I don't think he's had anything. And the upstream guys have caught a couple of pieces, I think. So we're not breaking any pots, but it's been a nice day. End of January. Been overcast all day, although it was supposed to be sunny. Corn has definitely been the best. I've not had a bite on anything else, not had a bite on a maggot. I have tried pellet. I'm using a really stodgy sort of ground bait, which is micros and bread, really. Just thought it might work today. It's not really worked. But I've had 4 fish and we've had a decent day. So we'll do another couple of hours, I think. We won't do till about 4 o'clock. So maybe we'll catch some bigger fish. Maybe we'll catch some more fish. But I'll try and film it if we do. Well, out of desperation, I've put a straight bomb on. Still we can't. And after 6 minutes, it's gone. And it's, well, it's a decent fish, I think. disappointment. Very long. Yeah, still on the corn.
What is it, barbel? Hey! Very lovely little barbel, eh? Beautiful fish. Pretty as a picture. Well done. Bless you.
Billy Barbel.
Yeah, look at that. Lovely little fish. Silver belly. Slightly smaller than the one I had, but yeah, they go like shit. They really don't realise.
That's the one I lost before, was definitely Barbel.
Yeah.
Exactly the same as
Oh, well done. I'm glad to see a fish caught. Well, I'll go back and see if I can wrestle up another one.
See you later.
Smashed off again. Oh, the old Sapona's been up and down here.
Another cap. Persevered on the cage, but just throwing it a little bit further downstream now. Ooh. Put it back. Little stumpy fish, that. Oh, not as big, is it? Not as fat. Well, we're near enough finished now. I'll just show you what I've been catching. I've been fishing one of them, which is a 20-gram cage feeder. I'm not sure what make it is. Corum or something like that. Plastic feeder. That's my hook length. And a size 16, and I've just been hooking the corn. I've not been rigging it or anything. And I've got that running between two little beads. This moves up and down a floating bead. I've been using this really stodgy. It's micros and bread in the feeder, and single grain of corn. Tried maggot, but to no avail. And I've literally been lobbing it there. It's about, I don't know, 2 metres off the far bank, 1.5 metres. There's not much flow on it. Well, there is a flow on it, but you've actually got to wind up to it. And just leaving it, casting every 10 minutes. You've usually had a bite within 10 minutes. If you've not had one, then I've left it longer. I've tried the method. I had a couple of touches on the method, but never got a fish. I fed about half a pint of maggots, put a bit of corn in, tried a few different things, but definitely just a single grain of corn seemed to be the best. I never had a bite on maggot, which is very unusual. And I've had 6 carp and 1 barbel. Lost 1 fish, but I've had lots of little bites and stuff like that, so there's definitely fish there. You don't see many fish, but it's definitely fish. I think the trouble with this stretch compared to the other is the depth. It's 4 foot deep at tops. Either side, it's like it goes up at either end, obviously. Very silty at the sides. But it's the depth, so you cause a lot of commotion. It seems you have to wait and throw it somewhere else, and I keep throwing in different directions to try and get a bite. So I've just used corn more than anything, and that's it. But we've had a decent day. I don't know, it's probably about 15 degrees. Weather's been all right. Bit of a breeze, but it's not affected this at all. And when you get one, it wraps it round. Although I have had one, that barbel, where I didn't even have a bite. I just lifted up and I had a barbel. The other lads have struggled a bit down there, but I'm on the M peg, so it should be the best peg, and I think it has been, to be honest. I'll film it if we catch any more, but if not, that'll be it for today.